guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I am back with another video to lean in toward another makeup tip for us aging beauties. Now, this is definitely going to fall in our series of makeup tips over the age of 40 because I really feel like that is going to be my sweet spot going forward, because a lot of the tips that I would want to share with you guys, of course, I'm using myself as the guinea. And as all good girlfriends, if I'm having an issue with it, I'm just going to assume that you might be too. You just probably haven't pinpointed it yet, or you haven't asked the right girlfriend to answer the question. So consider me, I'm clocked in. So today's beauty hack is going to be on the age-long secret. How do we get a beautiful, flawless look without it settling in our fine lines? And today I'm actually going to put to the test the theory of me using one of my favorite concealers, my Huda Beauty concealer, because of the complexion and the tone of this concealer. She is honestly my favorite. But when I tell you, if she's not set properly, she is going to give your girl a problem. So I'm going to be using this product right here as my test. But what I would tell you, choose any concealer that you have had issues with, that maybe you have loved for whatever reason. You loved really before you set it, but after you put that pesky powder toward it, it was like, oh my God, why did I do that? Well, I'm going to show you how to set this concealer and forget it. So if I'm talking to you, grab your makeup bag, let's get started. We're going to zoom in a little bit so you can really see how this product is going to lay. And I am going to apply it on this inner V of the eye, and whereas right underneath is where the fine lines are, I'm not going to really apply the concealer there. I'm going to apply it just below because I don't want to give it a chance to initially start the settling process just yet. I want to give it time to set, to start to initially setting. Okay, this is going to be the key tip that I can actually share if you are like myself and you want that beautiful finish of your concealer, but you hate what happens after you set it. So I just love how this product looks. It is the right shade or tone, it is the right density, it's beautiful once it's applied. It's the setting part that really can change the game for us totally and completely. So I'm going to focus more now on how I am going to blend it out. I'm grabbing a Morphe brush. This is the M536. I don't know if they still make this brush specifically, but however you normally set underneath your eye, I think that this is major as well. I am moistening the brush with my Moisture Surge spray. If you're using a sponge, dampen it. Don't leave too much product in the brush. And instead of starting underneath the eye, I'm just going to finish my skin. Can you see how pretty? How that blends out like second skin? I'm actually going to use this as brightness. I don't know where that has come from, but she needs to get gone. Can you see what's happened so far? I've used that same concealer. I'm looking in my viewfinder here. I've used that same concealer just to kind of create a little bit more lift in areas of our face that we normally settle. I'm gonna move up on the forehead and place that I want a little bit more brightness, a little bit more prominence. I'm going to protrude this area. Don't worry, I do have a very dominant forehead, but I will bronze this area back. So stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Blending it down, okay? But you see what I've done? I've allowed the concealer to be the very last thing that I'm going to set. So it's kind of allowing the environment that I'm in to allow the concealer to oxidize. It's allowed it to warm up to the skin, and now it's trying to self-set, but it's still too dense to do that. But I have enough time to mold it and place it in areas that I want. So I'm going to start by tapping it out. Notice I didn't go straight into the fine lines, because what I want from the concealer, in my case, is it to create brightness and completion of my complexion. I want to avoid applying the maximum amount of concealer in this area, and as I've placed it and pushed the concealer in, it's the tiniest amount of going to hit the fine lines, okay? But because this is the area that's the fullest underneath the eye, that's the area that I really want the concealer to project brightness and evenness in tone. Can we see what happens there? So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side off camera, and I'll come right back for the final how step. Even the concealer looks. With the exception of the way the light is casting on the concealer and allowing it to look a little bit too wet, I'm liking how even this step you should have the completeness of the concealer the way that you would like for it to wear all day. Now, of course, we have not powdered it just yet. Don't go to that step yet. You have to set it. This product right here, do you see that term, ultra matte? Ultra matte? Let's put my finger in the right spot. This is game changer. And really allowing this to dry down. By setting this concealer completely with the setting spray, this is going to give that concealer time to settle into the skin. It's going to also keep you from grabbing a powder and trying to slap it directly on that under eye area and really over accentuating what we're trying to blur or conceal. I have chosen to apply my bronzer and give that concealer enough time to start to settle down, give that setting spray enough time to dry down. I'm going to grab my same concealer brush that I use to apply my concealer, and I'm just going to tap underneath the eye, expanding the fine lines and basically removing the excess concealer that has kind of settled and pushed out. All right, now I can grab my face powder. Now this is a translucent powder with a tad bit of color. This is Honey by Mercier. It is my new fan favorite. Expanding the face and lightly tapping in. And you're gonna see this blurring effect. And I'm just gonna continue to tap to give this full area that beautiful finish. You see what I just did? That first layer of powder was to set it. The second layer of powder is to finish. It's almost like a double dip. If I tried to go in with a lot of powder still on this damp concealer, damp setting spray, it's going to grab so much powder and it's really going to enunciate what you're trying to blur or conceal. So I'm going to do it again on the other eye. Okay. Remove any excess concealer. Lightly set the whole surface area. If you need to, finish with another tapping of powder. Moving it around, lightly tapping it, not releasing that concealer, but giving it that beautiful, beautiful finish. Oh, you just saw it on camera. I mean, I know, it's too good. And there you have the finalized look. I'd say we just gave new meaning to the word, set it and forget it. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment down below for any other beauty tips that you would like to have from me. And we'll see you next time. Bye.